BT the artist is with us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing today?
I'm doing great today as well. I'm all the better to speak to you.
Thank you, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, now you've got a couple of new songs. One's called Different,
Mhm.
and the other is called Change. So, what are these two songs about, first of all? What's the basic idea behind them?
All right, so I'll start with different.
Mm.
Different is like a really cool, like party upbeat song that talks about like who I am and how I'm different than everybody else. Because
Yeah.
that's one thing they always say when you coming into the game. Like you got to be different. You gotta. That's the only way you'll be able to reach the highest level you possibly can.
Mm.
So I have fun with the track and I tell them how I'm different. I tell all my fans what they're gonna see of me in the future, just a whole lot of different things. And then change comes back is like the yin and yang.
Yeah.
It comes back and it's like it's a Black Lives Matter song. So
Mhm.
it's talking about what's going on in the world and like what the title says, what we need to change. And I just hit on a bunch of different spots and I kind of aired out America's dirty laundry
Yeah.
in the song. So I'm really proud of that song as well.
Mm. Is that song partly inspired by some of the events from last year when people like George Floyd and Breonna Taylor were unjustly killed by the police, and that made people more awake about Black Lives Matter and stuff?
100%. That's what really drove us to release the song ASAP because we had it and it was a great song, and with everything that was going on in the world, that message just needed to be out there. So we
Yeah.
decided to release it, and it got a great response from the audience and a great response from DJs as well. So we're really proud of the song.
Yeah, absolutely. So, how did you first start to get interested in making music in this first place?
Oh my God, I was born into music. Like my whole
Yeah.
family does music. And growing up, I was the kind of the oddball because I had
Yeah.
sports scholarships to like different schools, and I went to college on a sports scholarship. So I was always playing sports. But
Mm.
when I was back at home, I was like rapping and singing with my family, and it just stayed in me. And even when I was on trips with my baseball team or my basketball team, I'll be the one rapping on the bus because we have like a 16-hour bus trip. So
Oh, wow.
I just have fun with my friends on the bus and I'll just rap with them and they'll all go crazy. Like it's just a really fun time, and it's just
Yeah.
always been bred in me. And when I graduated college, I just put my everything into music, and I've been getting a great response. So I'm happy that I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. Those 16-hour bus trips sound really fun.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if I'd
No.
last.
Oh yeah, it's fun, the people's around you, but after a good like 7, 8 hours of just sitting there,
Yeah.
it gets kind of
Yeah, exactly. I was on a bus for 14 hours once, and that was bad enough, and
yeah.
it's terrible.
Oh man, I can imagine.
Yeah. So, do you consider yourself to be a part of a particular genre?
Um, I don't, because
Mm.
if you listen to my music, there's a ton of different beats that I use. I use some rock beats, I use some hip hop beats, I
Mm.
use some R&B beats.
Yeah.
I have different songs to hit different playlists all over the place and different radio stations because that's how you will make the most money. I want to
Yeah.
touch on every possible thing that a person could like, and I want to get a good reaction from the audience.
Yeah.
That's why the yin and yang, like different and change, is like a Black Lives Matter kind of R&B upbeat feel, and then that's change is like a black change is a Black Lives Matter upbeat feel, and then
Yeah.
different is like a hip hop upbeat like
Yeah.
lit. It's just I try to hit all genres, any
Mm.
genre that I can.
Do your fans not mind about that? Because, sometimes people are fans of just one genre, so I'm assuming, your fans are okay with bouncing about a bit.
So I've gotten a pretty good response with most songs that I do
Yeah.
because it's mostly dance-ish music.
Mm.
So it stays upbeat. Like even Change, it's about Black Lives Matter. But if I mute the vocals and I just let the beat play, you could really dance to it. And it's like a
Yeah.
very danceable, upbeat track. So just my topic matter is what really changes throughout the songs,
Mm.
but it stays pretty danceable. So even like the song that I have called Top Down, it's like a rock type of beat.
Yeah.
and it is still danceable, change danceable, different, upbeat, danceable. So that's kind of the game plan and how we want to do. We want to control the dance floor, and it's starting. It's pretty fun,
Yeah.
especially to perform.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm guessing you haven't really been able to perform much in this past year, have you? Or is it kind of restricted if you have been able to?
Yeah, I've only been doing like things on like live.
Yeah.
There's not really any audiences right now.
Hmm.
Everywhere is kind of like closed, so
Yeah.
like we can't really do much. But once the world tends to open, we're hoping to start being able to go on tour
Yeah.
around the fall time.
Hmm.
We're praying that that could happen if the world is like safe enough to have people together once the vaccine is out and we're able to basically resume our lives to the way we normally have been.
Yeah.
Then performing is gonna be even more fun.
Yeah. Hopefully we can see some sort of normality coming round pretty soon. I feel like this is it now. We're on the home straight.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We're almost there. We got the vaccine. Now we just need to stay inside while everybody can get the vaccine throughout the phases,
Yeah.
and then we're home free. We could literally go to the beach.
Yes, we can. Although I could be totally wrong. And then there's somebody listening to this in a few months' time going, oh, he's so naive. He was all wrong. Yeah.
Hope for the best. That's all we can do.
Yeah, exactly. Do you ever have times when you're trying to write a song, but it just isn't coming to you?
Yeah, that happens. That just from time to time when I get stuck, I tend to just put my phone down, focus on something else.
Hmm.
And like I have ADHD, so out
Yeah.
of nowhere, I'm like, oh, that rhymes with this word. I can write something about that.
Oh,
And I'll go
yeah.
running back to my phone or running back to the notepad. So I tend to like take my mind off of it. Or another thing that really helps me is when I'm with all my friends, I'll just like my circle, I'll start rapping with them
Oh,
and I'll be like, yo, I'm stuck right here. And then like a million things come out their mouths and
oh,
it's hilarious. So I I get stuck and I definitely find my way out and I don't give up. Like if
yeah.
I get stuck, I'm going to finish that song, whether I like it or don't, whether it gets released or it doesn't, I'm gonna finish it.
Do you have to give your friends writing credits if they come up with some lyrics for you?
Yeah, they love it. They love it. But
Yeah.
we tend to just play around with each other, freestyle, and it's not like they're writing the song,
Yeah.
but we're sitting there, we freestyle together, and they kind of help me. So it's like they're part of my circle.
Hmm.
They're artists as well, so they automatically when they need help, they come to me too, and we don't charge each other
Yeah.
at all. We don't even charge each other for being on each other's songs. If it's a great vibe, it's a great topic matter,
Yeah.
we go for it.
Hmm. That's true friendship right there, I suppose.
100%.
Yeah.
BT Records, it's we're all in the same circle. So we're all trying to push the record company forward
Yeah.
and keep it on the road that it's been on.
Hmm. Do you have any highlights since you've been making music that stand out to you?
Oh man. So I performed at the State House
Oh.
inside of the Boston State House.
Oh.
And I performed for many people in the government. Like the governor was there,
Wow.
the mayor was there. Like it was the kickoff, the biggest baseball tournament in Boston, and it's pretty big because it
Yeah.
takes kids from all over the world that's in low income communities who
Yeah.
play baseball, fly them out to Boston, and they play in a big national tournament to see who's the best players in the nation, and it's
Hmm.
great. So I got to perform there. I got to network with people, different parties, and it was honestly amazing. I love that moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you like to get up to anything else outside of music that keeps you busy and occupied and makes you have fun?
Oh heck yeah! I'm always playing sports, so
Yeah.
I hit the gym every morning at 6 o'clock, and sometimes me and my friends will go and play a couple games of basketball. We'll go at night,
Yeah.
play basketball. We'll hit the batting cages and we'll swing for hours. Like I tend to play sports a ton, like a ton, and while I'm writing music, so
Yeah.
that's kind of like my getaway because I played sports my whole life. So that's kind of like my home away from home.
Mm. Oh yeah, absolutely. And do you have any more songs on the way after these ones that we can look forward to as well?
Oh man, I have a ton of songs
Oh yeah.
on. I've been writing this whole quarantine. I've just literally been writing, and I have a studio here at my house,
Mm.
so I get to write things and then and then get them down and listen to it, and then if I like them, I mix it and I'm able to put them out. So I got a ton of songs, like a song called "The Right Time." It's like a very danceable, fun type song.
Mm.
I have a song called "Walk with Me," which is like the yin and yang.
Yeah.
I'm kind of talking to the president. I'm like, okay, so now that you're president, can you take a walk with me through these neighborhoods, and so you could see what we need to fix?
Yeah.
It's like I have tons of songs coming from different angles, and I just can't wait to release them all.
Absolutely, and I can't wait to hear them when they come out. So, in the meantime, where are we able to listen to the songs that you have released?
Oh, you can listen to them everywhere: Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud. My music is everywhere. It's BT the artist. You can just type that in the search bar and my music's gonna come flying down. And my social media, same thing, BT the artist on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, everywhere.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show today, then.
I had so much fun. Thank you. It was a great time.